All right, guys. So back to our matrix, our general matrix multiplication. And so reminding you now that when we are multiplying using the rows of the first matrix times the column of the second one. So first row, first column, then first row, second column. So we have 2 times 5, we get this. Then 3 times 3, we add that to the 2 times 5, right? So that's the first row with the first column. Now first row with the second column, 2 times 2, we get this. And then now 3 times 6, we get this. So we add that to that, right? Everybody following so far? Is that clear so far, guys? Raise your hand if you're following so far. All right, so having used the first row from the first matrix, now we are going to use the second row from the first matrix. So now we are going to use the second row with the first column. So now we are going to say 4 times 5, we get this. And then we are going to add 5 times 3, we get this, right? Now, so that is the second row with the first column. Now we are going now with second row with the second column. So now we have 4 times 2, we get this. And then we have 5 times 6, we get this. All right. Now, all that remains for us to do now is to do the calculations in the second, in the results. Right. So if we do the calculation, then what we will have down here, we'll have 2, 5, 10 plus 3, 3 is 9. That's for this first element. Over here, we'll have 2 2s 4 plus 3 6s 18. All right, so that's for those 2 top elements. So this one here, we would have 4 times 5, 20 plus, and then we'd have 5 times 3, 15. And then now we'll have 4 times 2, 8, plus 5 times 6, 30. All right, so next step, we'll just do the addition. So we know 10 plus 9 give you 19. 20 plus 15 give you 35. 4 plus 18 will give you 22. And 8 plus 30 will give you 38. And that will give you your result from multiplying the matrices. Raise your hands, guys, if you're following what is happening and you have an idea what to do. Is it clear, guys? Raise your hand. Now, it looks a little more straightforward when you're watching someone else doing it, but it can be a little bit confusing when you're doing it on your own. So let us see how well you're able to do it. So I'm going to ask you to try this one. All right, try this one, guys. And then now share your result with us when you're finished. Just raise your hand. So I'm just going to give you probably about 3 minutes to try this. All right, guys, so you may begin. All right, guys, I see where Miss Waysome hand is up. So apparently she is finished. Miss Waysome, are you finished?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can lower your hand, Miss Waysome. Anybody else is finished? Raise your hand, let me see. All right, Miss Green, you can lower your hand. Miss Cabrera?
Not finished yet, sir.
Okay. Mr. Adams?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Artie? Oh, all right, Mr. Artie. All right, let me hear from Miss Waysome. What is her solution? Miss Waysome, what's your answer?
Sir, I think me have to review this. That is mix up.
Okay. All right. Miss Green, what is your answer?
Sir, 22, 18, 27, 17.
22, 18 on the right or below?
Sir, that's the same
On
thing.
the right, sir.
All right, 22, 18. Then?
27, 17.
20,
Just confusing, like.
That's what you got, Miss Green. Miss Green, did you get
Yes,
20?
sir.
Okay. All right. Was that you got, Miss? What? That's what you got, Miss Darty? All right, Miss Darty. Seems like Miss Darty not hearing me. Mr. Adams, how far you reach now? All right, Mr. Adams is not responding. All right, let us go through it together, guys. So we can take it in steps. So we're using first row with first column, then first row with second column to give us the two top elements. So first row with first column, we get 2 times 3. So we have 2 times 3 plus, now we're going to use 4 times 4. So that's 4 times 4. All right, so that's first row, first column. Now first row, second column, we're going to get 2 times 5. Two times 5 plus, then we're going to say 4 times 2 all right, so those are our top elements. Now second row with first column, so we're going to have 1 times 3 plus, we're going to have 6 times 4. And now we have second row with second column, 1 times 5 plus 6 times 2 all right, so all we have to do now is to do the calculation. So we have 326 plus 8, sorry, plus 16 will give you 22. Now we have 2, 5, 10 plus 8 will give you 18. And then we have 1 times 3, 3 plus 6 fours, 24 plus 3, that give you 27. And then now we have 1 times 5, 5, 6 times 2, 12, 12 plus 5 will give you 17. All right, so that would be the correct answer. All right, Mr. Adams, did you get that answer?
No, sir, the first though.
Okay. Did you recognize where you're having your challenges? Okay. All right. So this you have to practice this in order to become, you know, a little bit more fluid with it. If you don't practice, you're going to find yourself in trouble when you're trying to do it, especially under pressure and in exam. So you have to practice it. All right. So, all right, so that would have given our result from that. All right, so here we have another situation where we are multiplying these two matrices together. Now, the way that we can check if these two matrices can be multiplied, we'd have to check their order. What is the order of this first matrix? What is the order of the first matrix, guys?
Row by column, sir.
Yeah, but how many rows by how many columns? That is the order you have to give them this way, so.
Oh, this would have, you're referring to both? To the two,
Yeah, for both of them, give me the first one first.
two by two.
Right, so this one is a 2 by 2. The second one is what?
That's a column, sir.
This one here.
Yeah.
What is
One.
what is the order of this one?
One, sir. One column.
How many rows and how many columns?
One row, one column, sir.
You sure it's one row?
No row, not there, sir. Just one column.
Oh. 2
Of-
by 1.
You have rows. You have one row here and another row.
So 2 row and one column, sir.
Yeah, this is a 2 by 1.
Oh.
Remember, no, if these two elements here are not the same, you can't multiply, you know. So that condition have to be satisfied. Remember, if the number of columns in the first don't equal to the number of rows in the second, they can multiply. All right, so we know that they can multiply. So we use first row with the one column. So we get 3 times 6, give you this, and then 4 times 7, give you this. So that's the first row with the one column. Then we use the second row with the same column. 2 times 6, we get this. And 5 times 7, we get this. All right. And then now we simply simplify the values. So we get 3 6s 18, 4 7s 28 at the top, 2 6s 12, and 5 7 35 below. So we add the two top elements, 8 plus 18 plus 28, and 12 plus 35. So we get 46 and 47. All right, so it's the same principle behind this. Any question, guys? Raise your hand. All right, moving along. So here now, this question is saying form Q equal RS if R is equal to this matrix and S is equal to that. All right, so I'm just going to give you some time to do that. I'll give you about 5 minutes to do it. When you're finished, raise your hand. So same multiplying, you're multiplying. All right, so Ms. Wilson is finished. Ms. Green, are you finished yet?
No, sir.
How about you, Mr. Adams?
Not yet, not yet.
All right, Miss who else is there? Miss Artie,
Sir, I'm almost finished. Sir.
Miss Cabrera?
Almost finished, sir.
Okay. All right, so when you're finished, guys, just raise your hand. Nobody else don't finish yet? Ms. Green, you finish as yet?
Yes, sir.
Miss Darty, you finish?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Cabrera?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Adams, how are you, sir?
Not lying, no, sir. This thing have me away. But when you watch how you go through, it's still a review.
All right, you just have to take your time and walk through the process. All right, so we are doing row by column. So first row, first column. first row again, second column, all right? And when you're multiplying first element with first element plus second element with second element. All right. So if we do that, we would have 1 times 3. So if you want to say 1 times 3 give you 3 plus so 1 times 3 give you 3 plus 2 times 5 give you 10. So that would be 3 plus 10. Then now that's the first row with the first column. Now the first row with the second column would be 1 times 1 give you 1 plus 2 times 6 give you 12. So those are the top elements. So now we go to the second row with the first column. 3 times 3 give you 9 plus 4 times 5 give you 20. And so we go to the second column, second row, second column. So we have 3 times 1 give you 3 plus 4 times 6 give you 24. So you have 24 here. All right, so now you just add what we have. So 3 plus 10 give you 13. 9 plus 20 give you 29. 1 plus 12 give you 13. And 2 plus 24 give you 27. That's what you got, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Adams, did you get there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So so that's a procedure when you're doing general multiplication. So here now, Q would equal to, all right, so 1 times 3 give you 3, 2, 5, 10, 13. So 1, 6, 6, 2, 6 is, sorry, 1 times 1, 1, 2, 6 is 12, give you 13. 3 is 9, 4, 5, 20, 29. And 3 ones 3 plus 4 6s 24, give it 27. All right, that's what we got, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so well, you can write this one off and you can practice it. And when we meet next class, we'll go through it. We'll start back from here. All right, so be reminded, guys, that our next class will be next week, Thursday at 6. We're not having any class on Monday to Wednesday as we usually do. That will happen in the following week. All right, guys. So I'm going to stop here. And then we'll continue next class.